Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about how to handle depression. What is happiness? Happiness means it's a well-being, being joyful and always being happy without having any issue and without taking any mental stress. So that is happiness. And what is a depression? Depression is far beyond of a mental stress. So first we need to understand mental stress before coming into depression. What is mental stress? Mental stress means if anything, whatever situation you are in, if that goes out of your control, then you will be in a stress. In a mental, you will be feeling stressful in your mind. That is called a mental stress. And if that mental stress is carrying for a long term, more than 2 weeks and far beyond that, then that is called as a depression. So that means finally depression means carrying intense emotions and thoughts for a long term. That is called as a depression. So if you are feeling depressed, it means you are multiplying the problem. The problem is there and you can think of it. If you are able to solve it, you can solve it. Or else if you need someone help, you can take their help and then solve it. If that goes out of your control, then you have to leave it. But if you are continuously thinking about the same issue again and again, if you are carrying the same mental stress and carrying that emotion more than subsequent amount of time, then that means it will definitely cause you depression and your health will be spoiled and you will never be happy in your life. So you need to carry, if you don't have an intense emotion and if you don't carry the intense thoughts, then you will be very happy, then you will never fall into depression. So that you need to understand. Why? Because all the comfort and joy whatever you are in right now, that has not come that easily, right? You have faced multiple situations and you had worked hard, and then whether it may be your job or your business or your household things, you did more hard work, then only all your comfort and joy has come. So that's why don't waste your time thinking about the same problem again and again and carrying the same emotion for a long term. Just leave it. If you're unable to face the problem, then leave it and move forward. So that you need to learn. And then this mental stress, it can't be identified with any blood test or scan or ECG, because it won't be visible for any doctor, normal physician and other specialist doctors. This mental stress, it don't have any vaccination also. So we don't know when it might occur. No one can able to tell you to whom it will occur and who will fall into mental stress, and when you will fall into mental stress and all. So no one can able to tell you. Why? Because this happiness, anger, pain, irritation, all these are naturally come. You don't have any particular timing and all, right? So these are very natural in any person, it can come anytime. So how you live, how you carry your emotion, how you are thinking, you can manage your thinking, all these are in your hands. So don't waste your time by spending so much time of thinking about the same problem again and again. If you still face, if you're unable to control your emotion, or if you're unable to come out of your that kind of thinking, then immediately take a psychiatric help. There is nothing wrong in it. So we are not in an ancient period that only mental people will go to the mental doctor, psychiatrist is a mental doctor. Don't have that thinking, don't have that mindset at all. That is in an ancient period. Now we are in the modern world. Once you face any this kind of issue, this mental stress for carrying for a long time, then immediately take a psychiatric help. There is nothing wrong in it. Go to him, take a small evaluation from him, and then ask whether treatment is necessary or not. If it is a minor issue, he will ask you to go to a counselor, and in 2 to 3 sittings that problem will be solved. Or if you need any medicine from a psychiatrist, he will diagnose you, and if any therapy is needed, he will suggest you to take that therapy, and your problem will be solved. Then you can lead a happy life. So don't be in a ancient period, be in a modern world. The World Health Organization says one can easily come out of any cardiac problem. If it is it's a cardiac problem, there is you can easily come out of that disease. But the problem is a psychiatric issue. If you neglect that psychiatric issue, and if it become major, then it is not that easy to come out of that problem. So you must reach a psychiatrist. That is mandatory. Please keep in your mind. So if your problem, whatever mental stress you are facing, if the problem persists for a long term means if it is more than 2 weeks, then, and if it is impacting a wider audience, if your behavior, however you are behaving due to stress, you might behave in a wrong manner, right? You might hurt others, or your behavior might be changing, right? If it is impacting whether your neighbors or your families or your colleagues, then the impacts are more, right? If it is impacting wider audience, then psychiatric evaluation is must. So be careful of what you do and how you display your emotions and how you develop your personality. So that is very important to you, to any person. What are the main causes of depression? The causes are, there might be external factors and there might be internal factors. What are external factors? External factors means if the problem, why it is causing you mental stress, because there is some problem, right? So if that problem is unexpected, if you got some issue that is unexpected, you never expected this and you never faced it before in your lifetime, then you don't even know what is the solution of it. So that is called as a external factor, that is never handled the problem, and your families don't know about it and you don't know about it. So that is never handled issue, that is an external issue. Then this is a major issue. It might lead to a depression because you don't even know solution, where the problem occurred, why it is occurring, you don't even have any idea about it, right? Then you have to take a psychiatric help, that is needed. That is one cause. And what is the other cause? Internal factor. Internal factor means frequently happening issues. You have faced it before, or your families might have faced it before. So that is known issues and you know the solution. So you can easily come out of that issue in a couple of days or even 1 week or so also. So that is the solvable issue. And for this internal issues, you don't need a psychiatrist. So there are two kind of issues, whether it is external issue or internal issue. If it is external issue, you need to take a psychiatric help because you never handled this type of issues and you don't even know what is the solution. And if it is an internal issue, it is a known issue. You have faced it before or your family has faced it before. So you don't need a psychiatrist. So whatever issue it is, you have to take a proper help, proper person help. Then slowly you need to come out of that problem. Or if you don't take anyone's help, if you keep on carrying the same kind of emotion, if you continuously thinking about the same problem for a long time, then it will definitely cause a serious issue. So just be careful about the issues. And few people in nowadays, most of the people choose a mobile as a relaxation activity. For example, I got a problem and I don't know what is the solution, and I won't take a psychiatric help, and I won't even tell to my families. I'll just watch my mobile phone continuously for a long time. Then what I am doing is wrong, because mobile is not a relaxation activity. It is very dangerous to carry the mobile. It might lead to sleepless nights, because if I want to watch my mobile for half an hour, I might watch it to 2 hours or 3 hours and so, because everyone is addicted to mobile, right? So whenever you are in stress, don't take your mobile's help. So just leave your mobile aside and think properly, and discuss it with your families or your neighbors, and take proper person's help, whether it is a psychiatrist or your family or anyone. Then they might give you some suggestion to solve the issue. Okay. So like this way you need to lead your life, then without having any issue, without carrying intense emotions and thoughts. Keep the things simple and make your life easier. So and then be happy. So that is what for today. I will meet you in the next class.